This is Gomez, the Oktoberfest situation. I will be talking about some haunted books, comics, and a little bit of a review towards a certain new comics as well as the stuff that I've been reading. I hope you guys like it and enjoy. I just want to tell you guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate this. This is the October, October. October Madness. I just want to tell you that I like comics and I want to review with all you guys and hope you guys enjoy this. This is it. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay. So as you can see, when you see Gomez took the day off. It is Friday, October 2nd. Yes, Friday, October 2nd, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of the horror comics. But Gomez Comic Collector, he took the time off, and I'm going to put this a haul video for you guys, do with the comic related. Hope you guys enjoy. But I'm going to talk a little about some old school comics and some recent comics. First one is this one, The Ghost. Issue number 18, I believe, of September 1974. Yes. There's three different stories, okay? Don't get it twisted. First is, it's called Graveyard of the Vengeance. So this one basically goes back through British times and Indian times, and the Indians get blasted by the British. And so this Indian who was having a ritual during the same time of the kid, of a daughter, and I believe, his son-in-law get blasted, and he ends up throwing a curse on the British and the whites. So therefore, during the time frames, this was during the 1400s, the 1600s, and now this is during every time a white man gets around the area, they die. Cursed. White man be cursed. I wouldn't have a curse. We don't even know about it. We could be at an area where we get cursed as people. But let's see. So he ends up, this guy named, I believe, let me check. His name's Owen Randall. He goes out selling. He goes out selling with his daughter and his wife. And they end up getting an area where it rains and it pours and they see a light. They think it's a lighthouse. And then they go towards it and it's not. Actually, it's just a mimic of a mountain. Mountain which is cursed. And when it was cursed, oh, he begs for forgiveness, begs for things, and he gets it. Yes, he gets it. He ends up talking to the guys. He feels something coming up. He feels it. But the Indian, God bless his soul, they let him have it. They let him be. So he ends up surviving, knowing that the Apache, the Indian, let him do it. They're cursed. He blessed and he paid for his forgiveness, which not always works, but worked that day. I'm going to talk to you another story on that book. It is called Death of a Ghost. Now this ghost is a guy named, his name, let me get correct, his name is Clay. And this Clay, he is from the area, and he just goes and he inherits this mansion type house. And then in the mansion there's a ghost. There's a ghost in that house. And the ghost is one of his great grandfathers, I believe, uncle or brother. And he curses him. Curses him because he was not, in his time of life and period, he was not able to live wealthy and famous as his brother was. So he ended up trying to kill him, throws a chandelier on the second story, ends up dying their death as he tries to kill his own brother. So his soul lives in the house. So Clay, after years, comes back and tries to get it with his wife. And something spooky happens. Shit moves. Things happen. So he ends up bringing some guy. Helps him through the situation as they move the spirit away. But he couldn't sleep there the first couple days because every time he did something else moved. And that was unheard of as they got scared. But you know what? This is what happens when you go to a house that you don't know. It can be haunted and be cursed. So you gotta be careful of your surroundings, especially at places you don't know. Houses that are old. It can be go. Shit can linger to you and take you to your house, and you can have apparitions and shit happen. That's part of life. You gotta be careful. And in the last one story, it was the Eye of Evil. Now this one is a good one. So this one had a kid, and it was done. It was done, and the kid wouldn't give these eyes to his father that made him look weird. And his name was, I believe, let me double check my shit. Elios. And Elios had a son. And his son was known to be nonetheless, the look that he got and everything was Adolf Hitler. And Adolf Hitler was one to be, like this father knew in his spirit, in his eye, in his fucking eye. He knew. He was evil. Knew the future. And then in the book, it ended up being Adolf Hitler. Great little story to read. Yes, and I'm going to read the next one. It's called Weird Mystery Tales. I believe issue number 10. We're going to get to this. This is the next story I got. Let me get my fucking notes. Hold on a second. Okay. So the first story was The Curse. The Curse. Let me see. So, countless murders. Okay. So the first story was The Curse. And in this book, the first one was The Curse. So then that curse was like, let me see. Okay. You remember back in the day when they had, I believe, let me double check. So there was this guy in the 1700s, a knight, who would slay people unto death. And he would slay people to death and let it be known that he was at this area where he wanted answers of where this whereabout of this ghostly thing that he was looking for. So he stabs the lady. The lady had no reaction. And he came back, the sword was still like no blood, no nothing. No evidence of what he did. So he just removed the thing and said, what the heck's this? And later on, he goes back to the mountain where he was at prior, where she was at. One of the areas of seekers, kind of like I don't want to say like death, came and told him, well, you died here. What? I did not die. I'm looking for something, searching. Yeah, but if you look at the area that goes this past, the lady's still alive, the one you have stabbed. So he starts to think, as he's cursed for the killings he's done, and when he fell, I guess he fell off a cliff. When he fell off a cliff, he died with his horse, and he did not know his spirit was actually a person that he thought was still alive. So he cursed his area, and then when he realized, he tried to go back to walk the line, but he was cursed for the sins he's committed, killing other people. Be careful out there. Don't be killing anybody you like. You gotta be careful. But yes, he did that. Oh, dear God, Jesus. Guy did that. And then the next more story was called The Lady Killer. So now the Lady Killer was. What do they call him? Hold on a second. Rage in your head bar. Okay. There's a guy named Alfie, and he had a girl, Jack the Ripper. Now, Jack the Ripper, you all know the story of Jack the Ripper. One, that this guy named Alfie got accused of killing a girl in the alley. But he was not the one who killed her. He just was looking for loot, for money, while this girl was dead. So when he went there to get the money, he got captured by some people in the community and admitted him that he killed her. He did not kill her. They knew. After he went to the bar and did his confession with these people, they realized this guy's really fucking soft. So they knew he didn't kill her. So why he didn't kill her? He was sitting down and then he's out of rage. People laughing at him. They know that he's a soft motherfucker. He ends up going out and trying to get with his own knife, kill this lady that he saw, some random lady. Let it be known that this lady he tried to kill turned against him. knew that the motherfucker was soft, and ended up killing him. And he fucking kills him. Because she is the original Jack the Ripper. Alfie being soft, it backfired and ended up being dead. So be careful out there. Be fucking strong out in the dark. Because something may happen if you don't wise up, run up, and toughen up. So he ended up dying. Motherfucking shank. Okay, so then the next story, the last story I'm gonna talk to you is the Sunken Pro of, let me get this back, Captain Hatcher. Not Captain Hatcher. He ends up doing, what can I say? He ends up talking to this lady. This lady, he had two kids. I guess they were like his nephews and nieces, Carl and Janice Hatcher. And these ones are Harrison, actually. They're Harrison. Hatcher, the Harrisons. And he ends up getting watched because he cannot walk. The guy is old. But he's done pass. He did pass the trips and with the water and the sea, Treasure Island. You know the stuff that they talk about in the days that you see things. Yes. So he goes out. He's like there. He's crippled. And he goes and he tells a story about his situation. And he tells about his missing gold. Now that missing gold, like the treasure is in the sea somewhere, but he pinpoints the location. But prior for this, he did not tell his niece and nephew, Janice, and I believe his name was Carl, as he has a girl maid. I think her name was Fran Lawrence. Yes, Fran Lawrence, and she ends up caretaking him for a while, maybe a couple months or so. But she ends up pinpointing the area where I think you see the cover, where the lost treasure is. So she goes out there. But Carl and Janice overhears his story, what he's telling her, as he's sitting down in another room. Closed door, but you can still hear shit. So he goes in there, and they decide, you know what, this girl on her day off from watching our grandfather, or our parents' father, great-grandfather, I'm gonna go follow the motherfucking bitch and kill the bitch and get my gold. So they had this thing written out and everything planned. So they go out there. And they go out there and then they follow her. And they see her go in this water. And then they go dip in the water too. And she feels the presence of someone behind her. Motherfucking bitches shoot a harpoon on that girl. Misses her. She leaves. She goes. She gets out. She couldn't have a chance to get the gold. But she goes out and she runs in a rampage. Fran does. Now this is Fran, the girl that did take care of the great man, which is called, his name was, let me see if I even freaking said his goddamn name. His name was, Hatch Harrison. Hatch Harrison, okay? Just to terrify. So that guy, she ends up going back to him, says, you know what? But during the process, they end up trying to get the gold. So as she leaves, they go in the water and they get in the gold. And when they get in the gold, a big old fucking 2x4 lands on the motherfucker. She, which is Janice, which is their siblings, what you see right here, is trying to escape and get the gold for herself. Greedy motherfucking bitches, motherfuckers. So he ends up grabbing the fucking thing, the tuber that makes her breathe, fucking drowns her while he dead because he's stuck by a 2x4 bigger than the motherfucking 2x4 probably brick that he cannot get out. But he ends up dying. She ends up dying. Karma. But Fran Lawrence ends up living as he tells her there are more areas where gold is and where treasures to find. So the moral story is, don't be greedy, motherfuckers. Be pleasant with everybody else. Don't try to take everything when you know you can share the wealth. Okay, so those are my 2 books I did. Did about 10 to 15 review. Boom. So that's what I wanted to show you. Next episode, I'm going to show these 2 stories. Yes. This House of Secrets, I believe issue number 128, and The Witching Hour number 24. So these 2 books I'm going to break on my next episode. Hope you guys enjoy. This is the High Night Hour episode. This ain't Gomez. This is somebody that's there in October that comes and does haul videos. Little things, reviews on horror books. Alright, anything you guys want to recommend, put it down. Comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is it. Have a good night. Happy October 2nd. Happy Friday.